Welcome back to HF Feb, you fine folks. I hope you're enjoying this month of Hero February. Today I'm giving you another episode of the Bionicle Inspiration series, the show where we take MOCs from the community and the MOCs submitted by you, and feature them with the hopes of inspiring you for your next Bionicle or construction-related creation. Let's start things off with the first MOC. The first one is a revamp of Speeder Demon, which was built by Robo Makes Bad MOCs, which is a hot lie because this is a great MOC. So look, of course, if you're familiar with the set Speeder Demon, you know that he's a cool dude on a bike. Well, I love that this revamp just says nuts to that and combines the colors and the details of the bike into Speeder Demon himself. Because hey, purple and lime is a baller color scheme, so yeah, why not roll with it and keep it going on this now solely humanoid figure? But if you thought this was cool, he can actually roll up and become like a ball of sorts and roll into battle. That's kind of freaking hilarious, but it's also just really a fun way to keep the original concept, but breathe new life into it. You know, stuff like these blue flames on the back here to propel him forward, and just the fact that that can all like roll up like that and then, you know, maintain that same sort of cylindrical shape. That's sick, right? Such a well-executed idea, and it's just awesome. Now we move over into a bit of a Hero Factory squad. This is the S20 Team, and it was built by MMSOK. Now, it's a pleasure to see a line of heroes that all work together like this. Different colors, the different ways that they wear their armor, and then this like awesome hero shot of all of them together. It's just so sick, right? And honestly, that's the perfect challenge for HF Feb. Build some heroes, but then build a group of them. You know, a team of characters, it's its own unique challenge, so give it a go. Alright, but let's work through each of the individual members now. So the first one here is Adine. So, a really cool looking hero here with a nice double-sided blade. He also mentioned in the email that this character had prosthetic limbs on their lower legs, which is a cool idea. He-Fast is up next. They've got a really nice looking arm blaster. I always like a good arm blaster. And then also seeing all this dark red armor, it just makes me wish that that Hero Factory 2.0 head and that torso as well, would love it if those actually had come in dark red. Obviously they've played with the colors here since this is a digital MOC. But hey, I guess you could paint them, or you could, you know, get some bootleg ones, or 3D print them, or do whatever, if you really wanted these pieces to actually exist. But regardless, a good solid dark red hero like this, fantastic. Evo's back, and he's looking bulky and strong, and better than ever. Now, I love the idea of Evo returning, but with a new team. Yeah, like he's a veteran now, and he's off helping new recruits. Or maybe it's a bit darker, and some of his brothers and sisters have fallen, and now these new people have taken their place in this team. So maybe Evo's like, you know, scarred and damaged from these tragic losses, but, you know, he's gonna fight villains in their name. There's a lot of good storytelling potential, and hey, a lot of people love to, you know, use their MOCs to also tell a story as well, so hey, maybe something like that can also be a good prompt to help you write a story to go with your creations. Oh, and these big old searchlights, I think that's a really nice addition for Evo here. And then we move over to Tech Master Nex, who is now the leader of this team. His cool black shoulder pads and the trans red and orange color scheme, I love it. And of course, there is a villain to fight this team. His name is Wanted. And they look cool with this nice like flipped Stormer mask and also these like blasters and laser effects in this image. Makes for a really nice photo here. So yeah, great work. Scarx Evolve, the Insect Warrior, is our next MOC, and this was built by Isworld. Scarx was one of those characters that was really awesome, but kind of just like a forgettable villain. They didn't have as much going for them, and they got a little bit overshadowed by some of the other Brain Attack villains from that specific wave of Hero Factory. So, you know, it's great to see him getting a lot more love now in this revamp. I really enjoyed the huge amount of limbs that are all over this bad guy. It is the perfect thing to make them creepy, sinister, and make you want to take them a little bit more seriously. Yeah, they got like spider legs now and a bunch of arms with blades on them. It's the perfect thing for a villain. Now, looking at this MOC from behind, we can also see some lovely shaping being used with a bunch of these CCBS armor shells. Yeah, some really solid work on this. Biblically Accurate Rocka is our next MOC, and Lizard Kitman is who built this. So I never thought of giving Rocka a white and gold color scheme, but seeing it here, I kind of dig it. And Angelic Rocker is, yeah, a really unique take on the character. And you know I like really unique takes on characters. Now, I love this crossbow-style arm. Breakout Rocker had a reasonably similar weapon, but I love now that they've used some gold wing pieces and like a Chima sword up the front. It all just kind of fits with this, you know, heavenly vibe. Lizard Kitman, she did a good job with this. Some really good choices to upgrade it here. We can also see that the hero core isn't centered. Instead, it's like a badge that they've just like pinned onto the chest. And see, I like that. There's no reason that the hero core has to be in the center of the torso. It can be off to the side a little bit, or on the arm, or like tattooed on the back, whatever. Just because it's like in the center of the chest on a lot of sets doesn't mean you have to abide by that exact same rule when you're building it yourself. Do what fits best for the mock, or what you think looks coolest. And also this cool angel wing jet booster thing that goes on the back. That's quite a nice design, isn't it? It's very unique and is a good way to make for a angelic wing design, but keep it very robotic and very fitting within the world of Hero Factory. Good choice there. Lao, the Squad C leader, is our next mock, and The Jams Workshop is the person who built this creation. Now, I've always loved Furno 1.0's incredible blade weapons, so seeing a pair of them on this mock, that's so sick. Now, it appears that they have painted these so that they are this lovely blue color. Seeing these in this color, it makes me wish LEGO actually released these in blue, because, I believe they released them in red and orange. Orange coming on Furno, red coming on Jawblade. But yeah, if they had released them in blue like this, they'd make for such a cool, like, kind of ice weapon. And I feel like that's at least the aesthetic that they're going for here. It looks really good. We've got some more painting on the torso as well. I like that they're highlighting some of the interesting details on the Stormer torso, making those little tiny details just that bit more obvious. It can be easy to just not see those, because it's so easy to miss those details there that are just a part of Stormer's torso. I didn't really know about them until fairly recently myself. So yeah, the fact that they've accented them with a bit of paint here, that's good. It lets them shine a little bit more. Yeah, a really lovely hero leader, and it's great to see them partnered with a few other members of the team as well. Looks really good. Now for the last mock today, this is Daniel Rocka, Roaring Rookie by Peter Shaker. Now, how good does Rocka look here? He's got this awesome scarf, or maybe it's more of like a little mini shawl. Whatever it is, it makes him look pretty cool. And you combine that with what is quite a stylish and sleek and stealthy aesthetic. It just works for him. Plus, giving him a big old sniper rifle, what a winning combination. You're seeing him posed with it. Oh, he looks so good. And mate, heroes with big guns, that's just a vibe, man. If you're gonna build a hero, give him a big old weapon. Something else that I think looks good is this golden shoulder armor design using Tahu G2's golden mask to kind of buff up that one shoulder a little bit. And I love the asymmetry here. Of course, the opposite shoulder is a completely different color and is nowhere near as buff as the other shoulder is. But the asymmetry does make it look cool and gives him a little bit of edge as well. It's nice. I also do quite like this foot design, a more custom built foot, not using any prefab pieces. But yeah, the inclusion of some of those system gold pieces there for some nice armoring on the front of the foot. It's a really good design, and it's a nice way to make a more sort of slimmed down, skinny foot design instead of being stuck with whatever the prefab foot piece's length and size is. So a really solid revamp of Rocka. It's hard not to make this character look awesome. Rocka's really cool. So that's it for this episode of the Bionicle Inspiration series in the month of February. The month where we build heroes or we build villains. If you've got some heroes or some villains that you've built in the month of February or that you built ages ago, feel free to submit them to the submission email and I'll do my best to feature them in an upcoming episode of the Bionicle Inspiration series. I'm doing my best to do a couple extra during the month of February so that I can feature more, but already I have so many submissions to still cover, so I can't promise I'll feature all of them, but I'll do my best. Also be sure to check the links in the description below if you want to see more from these very talented builders. Not everyone gave me social media. A lot of the times people don't do that with submitted emails. But hey, that's totally up to you. If you want to give me a social media, if you don't have any at all, it doesn't really matter. But there's some there for you to check out. So go give those people a look, check out their other stuff, give them a follow, give them a like. You're going to have a good time. Otherwise, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Happy building, and bye for now.